Dangerous manipulators don't announce their intentions with a grand declaration. They weave a web of subtle, almost imperceptible cues that, once understood, scream of their true, insidious nature. These aren't loud alarms, but quiet tremors beneath the surface, unsettling your gut long before your conscious mind can pinpoint the threat. Often, the first sign you encounter is an overwhelming charm, a magnetic pull that feels too good to be true. They'll mirror your interests, echo your deepest desires, and shower you with praise, creating an instant, intense bond. This isn't genuine connection, it's a meticulously crafted illusion. The silent signal here is the asterisk speed and intensity of this connection. Think of a wildfire, beautiful, consuming, but ultimately destructive. They move fast, skipping vital steps of trust building, ensuring you're quickly swept off your feet before you can notice the second, more chilling signal. The sudden, subtle devaluing. One moment you're their world, the next, a sarcastic jab or a dismissive comment pricks your confidence. It's like the Pacific Ocean showing subtle signs of warming, a quiet, almost unnoticeable shift that indicates a much larger, more dangerous problem beneath the surface. You find yourself constantly trying to regain that initial adoration, chasing a feeling they weaponized to control you. Then comes the relentless, infuriating game of blame. A truly dangerous manipulator operates with an astonishing lack of accountability. Nothing is ever their fault. Missed deadlines, broken promises, emotional outbursts, all can be traced back to someone else's failings, or a cruel twist of fate. They are perpetually the victim, narrating elaborate tales of woe that elicit your sympathy and deflect any scrutiny from their own actions. You see them weaving these intricate narratives, always positioning themselves as the wronged party, and you begin to notice the pattern. It's not just an excuse, it's a fundamental refusal to acknowledge personal responsibility, a silent but deafening signal that their inner world is devoid of genuine self-reflection. They have no conscience to prick, only an endless reservoir of excuses. As you become more entwined, another insidious signal emerges: gaslighting. This is the art of making you doubt your own reality, your memories, your sanity. "I never said that. You're too sensitive. That didn't happen the way you remember it." Imagine being in a room where the light dims and brightens imperceptibly, making you question if your eyes are playing tricks, or if the room itself is changing. They plant seeds of doubt so skillfully that you begin to distrust your own instincts, your own perception of events. This is often coupled with the quiet strategy of isolation. Your manipulator doesn't openly forbid you from seeing friends or family, but they subtly undermine those relationships. They'll point out flaws, exaggerate shortcomings, or create conflicts that make spending time with others feel like a burden. Soon, you find your world shrinking, until they are the only lens through which you see everything. Why are your once vibrant connections now strained and distant? Next, watch for controlling behaviors disguised as care. "I'm just looking out for you," they'll say, as they dictate your choices, scrutinize your phone, or micromanage your schedule. This isn't genuine concern, it's a desire for absolute power. The signal here isn't the action itself, but the constant pressure, the subtle removal of your autonomy, always under the guise of protection or love. It's a heavy blanket masquerading as a warm embrace. This false caring often stems from a profound lack of empathy, another critical signal. A dangerous manipulator might mimic emotions perfectly. They can cry on cue, express concern, or feign remorse. But beneath the performance, there's a chilling void. They don't truly feel your pain or joy. Their interest in your emotions is purely transactional. How can your feelings be used to serve their agenda? Observe closely. Is their compassion truly present when it doesn't benefit them? Finally, they will relentlessly test your boundaries. No to a manipulator is merely a suggestion, an invitation to try again, harder, or more deviously. They push, retreat slightly when met with resistance, then push again from a different angle, inch by agonizing inch. Each transgression is followed by a feigned apology, an excuse, or even turning it back on you for being unreasonable. This constant erosion of your personal limits is a screaming signal that they respect no boundaries but their own desires. They are measuring your tolerance, charting your breaking points, mapping the path to your complete subjugation. Understanding these 7 silent signals is your first and strongest line of defense. They are not isolated incidents but parts of a deeply ingrained pattern, a behavioral blueprint for control and destruction. Trust your gut when these subtle shifts create unease, and remember that protecting your psychological space requires clear recognition and decisive action. The greatest insight you can gain is knowing that the patterns are real, and your instincts are valid.